Hey, what's going on?
Hey, what's up, gentlemen? How y'all
Hey,
doing?
yeah, hang on, we're live. So everybody, welcome. This is going to be our Emerald Coast Volleyball Week update right before the registration. I know it said 6, but we're on here a little bit early, which is cool. Let you guys know, just like we told you before, that we sold the events to Corey Seeger. He's with us tonight. Corey, welcome on board.
Thank you, Mike. What's
Peace,
up, Eric?
brother. Yeah.
What's going
Corey's been
on?
busy today. So without further ado, let's go ahead and start. So this is our Emerald Coast Volleyball Week update number 1. We're just going to go through some things. Here's our tournament formats, just like last fall and last spring. Wednesday, co-ed doubles. Thursday, men's and women's doubles. Friday, co-ed 4-player. And then Saturday and Sunday is the men's and women's 4-player, just like we've done for years and years. So those are our formats. Registration is going to open real soon. So let's talk a little bit about registration news. 6 o'clock on emeraldcoast.volleyballlife.com. So I see we've got quite a few people on board already. So let's keep on pushing right here. We're using 2-factor verification on entry. So basically what will happen is you'll put in your entry and then you'll get a mobile confirmation. What you want to do is put your phone number in the mobile phone confirmation. Then you'll be sent a text, and that text, you enter it into the verification code right there, and then just press go. And then that allows us to be able to text you. It gives us permission to text you with news. We can email you and text you. Text really works out great, especially the days of the tournament.
Hey, Mike, it's important to let everybody know that as we get going and it starts to get busy on registration, those start to lag a little bit. So that 2-factor notification that comes back to you slows down a little bit. So just don't keep repeating it. Just hold on for a little bit and it'll come to you.
Right. It may take a little bit of time, especially if we get a lot of people trying to enter at once. So be patient. You'll get it. All right. Just want to let you guys know real quick. This is a little bit about registration. If you're playing in BB, oops. Sorry about that. Wrong button. Then if BB is going to be centered down by the Hilton Garden Inn, the Holiday Inn Resort, and 4 Point Sheridan. So if you're going to play BB all week, you might want to consider staying in one of those places. Those are all nice places. Hilton Garden Inn and Holiday Inn, brand new. 4 Point's one of my favorites. So that's a place you might want to stay if you're playing in BB. So the beach, we lost a little beach this winter because there's quite a few storms. And right now, we're going to set the limit of 60 pools per day. I'm still pretty confident that if everything stays the way it is, then we will be able to do 64. 64 is what we're shooting for. So, if you get on the wait list, don't be disheartened because we may get 64. But I don't want to take you in and then tell you can't play. And that's why we always are real conservative about it. So bear with us. That'll be 60 is what we're starting with. 64 is what we're shooting for. And here's some guidelines for registrations tonight and for the rest. You can only play one team per tournament. You guys, kind of sounds a little strange, I know, but we get people ask every time, hey, can I play on 2 teams? Can we put our teams together? So only one team per tournament, and you can only register one team per tournament that you're playing on. If you want to register 2 teams per tournament, you can, but make sure that the other people, like if you're sponsoring, like Vola sponsors, they may want to register more than one. But if you're on both teams, please. And finally, you can only play in one division. Kind of what this means is that you guys, we're a little slack on co-ed. But if you're an open player and you're playing open and you try to play in BB on the 4-player, we're going to catch you on it and tell you no. So please, play in one division. And honestly, play in the division you're supposed to play in. That's really the message. And just as a reminder, I got a question about this today. If you won the last tournament in that division, all your team members have to move up. Now, even if it's only 2 people that's still on the team or 3, you guys all got to move up. That's only fair to everybody, and that's why we made that rule, to make it fair to the people in that division. All right, so if you're entering, while you're entering and you enter people using the drop-down menu, if you start to put a team member in there, you'll see a drop-down menu. Like if you type Mike, you'll get a bunch of them. If you start typing Mike Minnick, then you'll get just one. But you may get more than one. We've had multiple players with the same name, and we'll get a letter back and say, hey, I'm not playing in that tournament, so why is my name in there? So the easiest way is make sure you check the city. Check the city of that person's name, and that's generally, I say generally, that's going to be the person.
Yeah.
Eric, got any comments about that?
No, you're right on, man.
All right, cool. So if you're entering players manually, if you start to type in the name and it doesn't, it'll tell you to drop down and enter manually. Please don't enter false information. If you don't know, just don't put it in. If they won't let you do it because there's something required like t-shirt size, just put TBD and then get a hold of them, and you can update your roster later. So don't put false information in. It just confuses everybody, and especially
phone numbers, man. Phone numbers.
Yeah, phone numbers. Exactly. So if you're entering information, you get this window that says, please fill in any missing required fields and click next. So basically what you're probably going to get that for a lot of times is t-shirt size. So if you've entered someone that's already in our database, then we'll already have their t-shirt size. But if you're using the drop-down menu, then we won't know what it is. But make sure you put the t-shirt size in, because if you don't put it in, we won't know what size t-shirt, and then we'll order possibly the wrong size. So make sure you enter the t-shirt size that's correct. If you don't do that, then they can go into their profile later, claim their profile, and they can change their t-shirt size. This is Eric's expertise.
Oh, must be talking about TBD. So as we mentioned, if you don't have a full roster, not sure who's going to play with you yet, go ahead and put TBD into the slots where those players aren't named yet. That way we can track them, you can track them, and what we'll make sure we do is remind you at the time that you're supposed to make sure your roster is complete. So don't put in fake information like Mike has said earlier. Don't put in fake numbers. Use TBD. That helps everybody know what's going on, and we do track what teams are incomplete. So don't try to skirt one past us. The April 1st is going to be when we start calling. It's going to be the deadline for incomplete teams with only one player. So we will reach out to everyone a little bit earlier than that, give you some time, give you some reminders that say, hey, we're going to cut teams on April the 1st, make sure you're complete. On April 1st, we will take teams that are complete and fully rostered and replace teams that are incomplete. So we don't want you to hold a spot, especially if you don't know who you're playing with yet. It's not fair to the teams that do have a complete roster. So we'll start swapping them out on April the 1st.
Yeah. Right. That's right. We will start on April 1st. If you've got one person team, if you just jumped in and got a placeholder and haven't even tried to get a team by April 1st, we're going to have teams probably lined up behind you. So that's important. We don't mind if you placehold to get in on the first night, but after that, you got to do it. Got a couple of comments I want to talk about right here. This is Lisa Mallerwine. You're not coming again? What's going on about that, Lisa? Jeez, bring in the Hall of Fame and then you don't ever show up again. You're killing me. All right, then here's another one real quick. Can you repeat where BB is going to be? I will tell you that BB, once again, will be down on the western end of the beach by the Hilton Garden Inn and 4 Point Sheridan. So we'll post that up so you know for sure. But that's where BB is going to play. Okay. All right. Let's catch up on those real quick. So let's scoot back.
Yeah, I think that's it. We'll probably put a map up for those folks that don't know east, west, north, or south. So there'll be a map to help them know where it's at as well.
If you walk down to the beach and take a right, you're going to the west. Oh,
you never know, man. You never know. Where are we at next? Let's get back on.
All right. Incomplete teams. This is you too, Eric. Go ahead.
Players looking. There's been a lot of people using it. There's been a lot of people trying to use it. It is players looking spring 24. Spring 24. We've seen a lot of variations, but we appreciate you using that tag and that hashtag because it's an easy way to search for players and teams that are looking. And you can actually search in the Facebook group by that tag, and you see everybody that's looking. Now, what we do ask is when you fill your slot, you find a team, either update your post or go ahead and remove your post, because we only want folks looking at for players and teams that are still needed to play. We don't want you to just hold up that slot on the group. We'll go in and probably clean it up if it gets to be too many, but please update your post after you find a player. Okay.
All right. Here's a quick one from Megan. She wants to know, she's new and no idea about how to go and get involved with meeting someone on the team. Eric just talked about that. So the best way to go is to go to our Facebook group, Emerald Coast Volleyball, and click on the hashtag players looking spring 24, and that'll be people looking for teams and teams looking for people. That's the best way. Thanks for the question, Megan. A nice little pony. All right, next, here we go over here. What we got? Refund policy. Our refund policy is if you enter the tournament and then withdraw, refunds for cancellations prior to the week of the event will be entry amount minus 5%. And that's just 5% that's charged to us. I mean, we have, that's not just us charging you 5%. We get charged that for each one, whether anybody, plays or not. So so 5% per one per team and our processor. So that's what the reason for that one is. Let's see what's next. No refunds for cancellations the week of the tournament. If you wait till the week of the tournament to cancel, there will be no refund. Now, if someone's on the waiting list and we can bring them in, we will refund you the 95%. But if there's nobody waiting and you refund that last week, you've waited until then, maybe somebody just decided not to enter because, they've been on the wait list for a long time and they drop off. So that's why that rule is in effect. So, and no refunds for cancellation of the tournament due to hazardous weather conditions. We've been very lucky for the past few years, and we have been able to play through rain. We don't have to worry about hurricanes in the spring, I hope. But if we do have lightning, we will delay the tournament, but we will do as much as we can to get in as much play we can. We do play in the rain. So that's the reason for that rule there. Any comments? We got comments over here.
We do,
what is this?
Look at this one. Can you explain something?
Hang on.
Do another time.
Never thought I'd see the year that Mike. Who is this, Eric? I don't see that.
I can't see, but that made me giggle. I was trying not to laugh out loud.
Chelsea Ransom. Okay, I said hashtag. All right, big deal. All right, here's another one real quick about subs. So substitutes, what we do about subs is on the 4-player tournaments, we allow up to 6 players per team. Obviously, no subs on the doubles tournament.
6 paid players. Paid players. A lot of people think you can just add a couple. Yeah.
No, got to be paid players. And you get 2 substitutions per game for the same position. That's the rules we go by. So we encourage people to use subs. That somebody says with 5 people, there's probably just a follow-up to that same one. So you can have one sub in twice a game, same position. You got somebody with a killer jump serve, they can't serve in every time to serve. So that's why we do that rule that way. So subs are that way. Let's see what else we got.
And we got about a minute before the registration starts.
Yep. So we got about 1 minute before registration goes. So let's see what's going to go. Our next slide. emeraldcoast.volleyballlife.com. It's getting ready to start here in just a minute. We're going to stay on for the registration watch party at 6. We stay on for just a while, maybe 20 minutes, something like that. So if you guys got any problems, we can maybe help you with it. Or Jonathan Alvarez is standing by to help with any problems. We had a little bit last fall, but I think we fixed that. So we will be ready to go here in about 20 seconds. Okay. We'll be back at 6. Actually, we'll be back in 10 seconds. So we'll just stick with it right here. Corey, I wish you wouldn't talk so much.
I'm trying not to, man.
All right, registration is now open. So we'll be here in case you got any questions. So we'll see how the registration is going. Should be a couple minutes before they get going. We're going to monitor it here as well. So let's see what we got. Well, so I don't see more questions. So thanks, Chelsea, for the hashtag. All right. Oh, and by the way, Lisa blames Ronnie. He has to coach that. You know, Ronnie's always to blame anyway. So. Oh, woo. Hey, Corey. There you go, Corey.
Hey, appreciate it.
Sending out the love.
Sending out the love.
Yep. So I'm just checking right now to see if anybody's registration's gone through. And we'll just stick around here, see what's happening. Reach out to Jonathan, make sure everything's going all right. Mm-hmm. So I'm logging on to Volleyball Live, and it's taking a while, so that must be because it's going crazy with registration. So let's hope that's what it is. We did have two guys sneak in early, Matt Bayless and Alex Jordan. I put the wrong start date on there, so they got in. So I'm going to mute myself. So here's a question from Megan Brown. How long is registration open until? When will the last decide to be part of a team? So registration, it will go until most of the registration closes 2 days before the tournament. So you've got all the way up until then. Here's another one. Can't log in. The Facebook method for Volleyball Life. Nick, try just go in and go to Emerald Coast .volleyballlife.com, Volleyball Life, all one word, and that should take you to our homepage. So give that a shot. Somebody said locked up after entering name. Be patient. It's slow. It's going to be slow because there's so many people that are trying to enter right now. So just, again, be patient. Hang on 1 second. Seems that I'm talking to Jonathan with Emerald volleyballlife.com, and seems to be some issues right now. So he's working on them. So bear with us. We're going to work on a little bit. Tyler, I will tell you that sales tax is a killer. We have to pay sales tax. That's why we add it. This is the state of Florida. A lot of people don't do it, but I have checked with the state of Florida numerous times, and they have told me all those times that sales tax must be collected. So that's why we do it. I mean, we can just raise it, the price of the tournament and include it, but we have to collect sales tax. We have to pay it. So that's why we collect it. Sorry, you probably won't find many other people do it, but it's a law, and that's why we do it. Jonathan's still working on it.
Yeah. Just trying to figure out what's going on. I don't know. It's something.
So bear with us. Yeah, I know you can hear.
Yeah.
I'm going to mute.
Yeah, I see somebody said they're stuck on checkout. Don't refresh yet. Just let it go. It's moving a little slow right now. Just means a lot of people are in there. That's all.
Just let you know, I'm on the phone with Jonathan. We're trying to resolve this issue right now, and we will let you know as soon as it gets resolved. If not, we will come up with Plan B. Uh-oh, somebody got in.
Somebody's in.
Somebody's in. Yeah, one women's open team. There we go. We got one's men's BBL. They got in earlier. So we got one in. Keep trying there, folks. If for some reason you get double paid, we'll make sure you get that. Will be resolved right away. Hey guys, we're seeing your messages. That's why we are here, and that's why we're waiting. We're still with it. We're still working on it. So stick with us. Oh, I hope it. Oh, Eric, what about this little message?
Oh,
Oh man,
I got a mega
Who
little
was?
shout out. How about that? That's pretty cool.
it's got to be
I can't
spam.
tell.
Who is it?
It's probably April.
Says we just got another message that says, if you guys are seeing a loading circle, just let it sit. Eventually it'll go through. That's what's happened to some other folks. That's kind of what we see.
There's 16 in. The numbers are starting to increase.
Okay.
So I think it's starting to free up. Whatever.
We can hear John.
Yeah.
One of the multiple servers crashed, and I think it's.
Second. Okay, guys, I'm checking right now, and I'm seeing that we've got 18 teams in on the weekend tournament so far, so it's starting to pick up. Jonathan says that some of the primary servers might have had some issues, but they are now being picked up by other servers. So we are it's looking pretty good here. Let me show you real quick. This is the co-ed doubles. So let me just get that one right there. Co-ed doubles so far, we've got 25 teams in. No, I'm sorry, that's just regular doubles. Let's see what we got for co-ed. This is co-ed. This is the 4-player getting couple in. We got 10 in co-ed B, and then this is for the weekend tournament. So we're starting to pick up. It's starting to pick up. Sometimes when everybody jumps on at the same time, this is co-ed doubles. So we've got one co-ed open team. So things are picking up. Lots of times when, so many people jump on at the same time, the website and the servers go, hey, what's going on? You didn't do anything for like a month or two. So this I'm showing now is the men's and women's doubles. 3 women's open teams, which is very encouraging because they're usually two men's open teams. This is co-ed 4-player, 12 co-ed B. So it's starting to pick up right now. Women's open, that's kind of what we usually see. Men's PB. Yep, just picked up another one in men's A. So it's starting to. So be patient. Who is that? Hi, Mike Minnick. I knew, Bettina, what took you so long? There she is. What took you so long to say hello? So yeah, you just got to be patient. It's picking up now. From now this point forward, let us know if you've got any problems. I know you guys all had a little problem, but if you got it going forward now, let us know. Maybe we can look and see what's going on. That was Vicky that
We're up to
said
35 for the weekend, Mike. 35 already.
Yep.
It's moving quick. 38.
no, the weekends.
39.
Yep, 39 for the weekend. This again is men's and women's doubles. This is co-ed doubles. This is co-ed 4-player. This right here is the weekend. 44 now, so they're coming in pretty quick. Just had to kind of be patient. Thank you, Vicky. And now my heart rate is starting to slow down somewhat. Hey, Eric, what about you? Corey's just laughing. You fools.
Taking it all in right now.
Yeah, me too.
I can see that glass of wine.
Let me get some more coffee.
Mm-hmm.
Sure that's coffee, right?
No, he already showed me. I told him he couldn't drink out of the bottle. He had to put it in a glass. Jonathan just said he was sure it was coffee.
We can hear you.
I know you can hear him. Yeah, by the way, I got you on speaker, Jonathan, so go ahead and make whatever excuses you want to. Yeah, everybody's hearing you.
No excuses. Have to dig through the logs to see what happened. I don't know what happened.
Uh-oh, Chelsea Ransom. Let me go back here and find out. Chelsea, which team? Which tournament? I'm going to go and look here what Chelsea's talking about.
Ken Lopez.
And the registrations.
I got him. Metairie. He's up.
Metairie, okay.
Yeah, he's up. It'll work. Try it again,
And here, who's this right here? Tell us what women's B is that for the weekend? What's the team name? We'll maybe see if we can see it.
There it is. He said team.
Surrender. Is that Chelsea? So just a quick update. This is the weekend. That's 83 teams so far on the weekend. This is a co-ed 4-player, 43. Co-ed B is filling up fast. Co-ed open 1 team. This is doubles, 100 teams in doubles so far. And this is men's and women's doubles. Co-ed doubles, we're up to 68. So just a quick update for you guys. What this little jewel down here in the corner has, I know what that is. And this again this is the weekend. So
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
it looks like things are going to go through. We're going to stick around a little bit. Bert, you still get credit for.
Yeah, please, Mike, give Bert credit for that. I'll never.
Oh, he tried to enter at midnight last night. I can't.
I'll never hear the end of it.
This is Bert right here. Team surrender the booty. You mean just surrender? Oh my gosh. Hall of Famers. Well, don't worry. Come see me, Bert. I'll hook you up. No worries. And she got a confirmation for women's B, but I don't know what the team name is, so I can check it here. Might just give it a chance to refresh.
We're getting some interesting team names here in women's B, Micah. Really.
Let me
Might need to say something.
In women's B,
Women's B.
Daisy Ducks, Emily's.
Yeah, keep scrolling.
I'm there. I'm looking. Badass Beaches. I guess I need to refresh my page.
Probably.
Well, go ahead and tell me, Eric, what the team you're looking at. I'm looking at.
No, I think it's best if you read it.
I don't see it. Which tournament?
Women's B weekend.
All right. I'm looking. Sorry, not seeing it. Let me refresh the page. I hate to refresh the page. It'll take forever. Sorry, Jonathan.
It's Team 7. You'll see it.
Oh, Team 7. Women's B. 132 teams so far.
I think he's referring to one from Columbus, Ohio.
Yes.
All right, hang on. Perky sets, loose titties. Come on, help me out. These are nothing. Oh, loose titties. Well, we'll be making sure they're in that close to Eric. Yeah, I should have just refreshed the page. Cool. So, so far, this is 145 teams for the week, 146 for the weekend. This is co-ed 4s, 99 teams. And this is 195 teams for the men's and women's doubles, 196, 199. And then for co-ed doubles, 204. Wow, that's pretty strong.
We're 20 minutes in.
Yep. And this is co-ed doubles here, 141. So again, we have limited the amount of teams we're taking in to 60 nets. All right, let me just take a men's B4s, love at first spike. Let me take a quick look here. Eric, you see that one?
No, which one? Let's see.
It's look at, I got email, order went through, not showing my order history or cannot manually look up. Love at first spike, men's B. Let me go ahead and just refresh.
Oh, I'm going to it too.
If you got a confirmation, correct me if I'm wrong, Jonathan. If they got a confirmation, you're in. Yes, you're in. It just takes a little while to catch up on the page. So just try to refresh that page that you're looking at, and we'll see. But let me just take a quick check here. Men's B, 186 teams so far. And the team name was Love at First Spike.
Yeah, I don't see it yet, but
I'm still looking too.
that first.
Yep. If you got a confirmation, and then you're in. It's just not showing up yet. So let's do a little quick check here. This is co-ed doubles, 166 teams. Looking good. This is men's and women's doubles, 241. Men's A, men's BB just went to the teams wait list. Again, just to let you guys know, those are just starting numbers. We should be able to take more teams, and to let you know also, we'll take them in up in like if there's 5 teams on the wait list, then we're going to take it at full pools at a time. So bear with us, men's BB. We'll get you. Women's Open last year they had 25 teams. They're looking at a cap of 30. If we get another pool, see men's BB right there. We may drop Women's Open down to 25 and take those guys in. So Women's Open, if you want to play on Tuesday, Thursday, need to get your teams in. Let's look here. This is Friday. Co-ed B is fast approaching the team cap, 63. So 80 is the max we take for that 16 pools. The way we've set it up now is that we are taking upper and lower division at 16 pools. That gives us first and second place to play a playoffs and third and fourth place to play a playoff. So that's the max is going to be 16 pools. So co-ed B just hit 70. So they got 10 more teams for co-ed B. This is the weekend. Women's Open 8, Women's A 25, Women's BB 32. So yeah, you can see right there, 215 teams so far. Looking pretty good. And I'm just going to check real quick. What was the name of that one men's B team that they were worried about?
Love it first. It ain't shown yet.
Still not there.
No.
No, it's still not showing. Jonathan, you see Love It First there?
See what?
Love It First. Is that it? Just Love It First? Love It First.
Love It First. Love It First.
Men's B, Love It First Spike. And I'm assuming that's men's B. That has to be the weekend. Love It First Spike. I don't see it.
Said fours.
Yep. Well, if it's got a team name, it's got to be, and if it's men's B, it's got to be the weekend. Another quick check here. This is co-ed doubles. Oh, co-ed B, 79. You better get that last spot. 190 teams. This is doubles for men's and women's doubles, 268. Men's BB, men's A is on the wait list. This is Friday co-ed fours. Co-ed B is approaching the wait list, 72 teams, 171.
Sounds like you called a horse. Sounds like you called a horse race.
Around the block. Yeah. The Kentucky Derby, right?
Oh my God.
Let's see, co-ed fours. Just got another message. He's saying he's entered into co-ed 4. So let me check and see if I can see it. Team name was Kings and Queens. Boy, there's a lot of TBDs down there on team names. Yikes.
Yeah.
Oh, you guys, that's just ridiculous.
April 1st, 239 teams at what, 25 minutes in?
240.
240 and count.
241. I like the way that report, 242, by the way.
44.
Hey, knock it off.
46.
Oh, shut up. Hey, it's Mike Minnick. What's up?
Mute.
Hello.
Corey, are you on the site looking at this?
No. Well, I can only see.
Yeah, it's all right. It's scrolling up. We're at 251 for the
Yeah,
weekend.
I can see that.
Yeah. Well, it looks like all the tournaments are clipping along. We're at the 216 for Wednesday. We got a few on the wait list already. It's looking like it's rolling. Men's, women's doubles, 285 already, 33 on the wait list.
Jeez, man.
Yeah.
There's a call. I got 2 messages. Oh, I can't handle it. Multitasking. I'm too old for that. All right. So here is 218 for Wednesday's tournament. How could we have 86 team? Oh, 5 waitlist team. We'll have to look at that. Not good. Yeah, let me go back and see that just a second. Some of these teams that are showing that they're in, we're going to have to go back and find the time stamps because we're showing like women's BB 43 and we only have 40 that were taken. So men's BB, same kind of same. So no, I guess it's because they've entered and they're on the wait list. So we will sort this out shortly, I hope. And let's go ahead for Friday. Put you on mute. I'll be back.
Just a reminder for wait lists, we are going to take a look at the beach, see about adding additional nets. We take a look at the divisions that are full, and then we take a look at the divisions that are most popular, and we try to keep them even. So we take a look at them on the wait list, try to move you in by pool. So we'll take 5 teams at a time in, and we'll let everybody know prior to doing that. But a lot of times we get a complete pool when you're on the wait list. It's just an assumption that you want to play. We'll move you in. So as long as you're on the wait list, stay on that wait list for that division, and we'll get you moved in. Yeah, as best we can. Jamie, you can go into your Jamie Boudoir. This is you can go in and take a look at your roster, change the name by editing your player. You can change the player, change the name. You can change player, add a player, drop a player. There are videos that you can go out to tutorials out on Volleyball Life, and it'll show you how to do that. For the shirt size, that particular player needs to go in and change their shirt size themselves. Okay. Mike, you're muted.
He's good.
Well, while we're waiting, Corey, the beach looks good down there. Everybody, the beach is looking good. We did lose a little bit. We walk it on occasion, or it gets walked on occasion, I should say, just to make sure that you can go as far west, as far east as we can. Make sure that we can accommodate the right number of nets in front of for the right number of pools for each division. So right now, that's why we're at 60 nets. But
Right.
again, going to take a look at seeing if the beach can accommodate more as best as possible, and we'll let everybody know. We'll keep updating.
Sounds like a plan.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll stick on, Corey. If you want to drop off, that's cool. We're going to stick on because we got a couple other issues going on. I'm speaking with Jonathan right now, so we'll just stick here to try to solve some of the problems, let everybody know what's going on. We'll go ahead and continue to monitor volleyball, Emerald Coast Volleyball on Facebook, answer questions here, and go ahead and answer them there as well. But you don't need to stick around if you don't want to. You're good to go.
Sounds good, gentlemen. Appreciate it. Looking forward to a great tournament, guys. So
Cool.
Yep. Call you
Thanks,
later.
brother.
Take
Yeah.
care.
Cool.
See y'all.
Eric, I'm on mute again. You got it.
Yeah, there you go. What we got here? We'll go back to co-ed doubles while Mike's doing a little bit of troubleshooting. 228 teams, showing 8 on the wait list. Wednesday filled up pretty quick. That's pretty good. We'll go back to Thursday, which is a big day for doubles. And as I'm looking at it, come on up, 290 teams, 53 on the wait list. Let's take a look at Friday. Friday doesn't usually have a wait list, but I think we might. Yeah, 3 on the wait list. Friday, 217 teams already for Friday, which is great. And then 3 teams on the wait list. So it looks like everybody's going to be ready to play. And then, of course, we'll look at the weekend. For the weekend, 286 teams already. We still got room, so it's plugging along. Again, if you've got a question, go ahead and shoot a comment if you're still out here. That way we can see it, and we can try and get that answered. As you can see, Mike's on with Volleyball Life right now, trying to make sure he gets things sorted out. So that's why we stayed on to trying to help you guys out, because we know that it gets so busy at the beginning here that there's usually a problem or two. So just trying to help everybody out. Mike, how's it going over there?
Yeah, everything's good. We got some issues here on Thursday. We're showing 47 teams in women's B and the cap's 40 with 10 on the wait list. So we're working these out right now. These are some issues. Same with men's BB, 49 and the cap is 40. So I'm not really understanding exactly what happened here or why it's taking more teams. It could be just that so many teams jumped in at the same time. So if we have to move teams out of the tournament into the wait list, it'll be done by the last teams entered. So that's the issues that we're having right now. So we're working on it. Eric, you can stick with it, answer what questions you can, and I'll keep scrolling through, but I'm still on the phone with Jonathan trying to work this out. Okay,
Check.
cool.
Check. Check. One thing we're seeing is a pretty complete set of teams, so it's good to see 2 players on the doubles teams, and it's also good to see 4 on the fours players. So keep them filled as best you can. Get that squared away as quickly as you can, so we don't have to call you in April and let you know that you might be pulled if you don't get a complete team. So keep getting them filled as quickly as you can. Use that players looking. If you're looking for a player out there on the Facebook group, is usually the best way to get find somebody. It's been working pretty good. Been working pretty good. We're not seeing too many more questions here about registration, which means it must be going all right. Again, Mike's taking a look at the extra teams or the teams that are over the team cap. So if we've got 50 teams as a cap and we're showing 52, we're just going to work through that. So if you're one
Okay,
of those,
so Eric, let me give you a quick update. What we think happened is that so many people tried to enter at the same time while their payment was being processed. I mean, right now, let me just take a quick look here. Right now, we have 1,000 teams. Yep, 1,000 teams. So, and we're 40 minutes in. So there were some glitches. But what we're going to do is we're going to work through it and do the best we can to make sure that if you said you're entered into it, you're going to be entered into it. If you're not, we're going to be on the wait list. Those guys that are in over 80 teams, it's going to go to the wait list. But if you do go back to the wait list, we'll make sure that if you don't make it in, you get full payment back. There won't be 95%, it'll be 100%. It just seems that, taking 1,000 teams in 45 minutes is pretty stout. We'll stick around here for just a couple more minutes, but it doesn't seem like there's a whole lot of questions. We will continue. Fuds broke the internet. Nice, Eric. What we will do is we'll continue to monitor the Facebook page. And if you have any questions, keep posting them. Eric and I both watch the Facebook page. And then we'll go from there. So we're going to go ahead and log off right now because we're not getting a lot of questions. But keep on, and then we will update you first thing in the morning. All right, Eric, anything?
that's it. We'll see you.
All right, see you guys.